Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Set 1 Golden Ramones! And now, here's your host, kdjTV!
Yes, hello, hi, welcome everybody, hi, hello, how are you? Oh, thank you, hello, oh, Mr. Smith, hello, wasn't sure you were a fan of MLB The Show, please don't come up to the stage and slap me, thank you, hi, yes, alright, okay, alright, shut up, everyone sit down, hello, YouTube viewers, my virtual friends, as you can see, I've dressed for the occasion, I have a bow tie, I have a jacket, and I had a t-shirt, but it's fine, I'm also wearing shorts, but hello, welcome to the Set 1 Golden Ramones. It's going to be a fantastic evening. Oh, and before I forget, I bought props. I need my props. I purchased an old-timey stick microphone. Is it plugged in? Absolutely not. That's not the point. I am going to be your host this evening for the Golden Ramones. What are the Golden Ramones? Well, first of all, let me show you. This is a Golden Ramone. Yes, that's Ramone's face. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going over 8 categories to best celebrate the end of Set 1. Now, before the comments start going crazy, before I hear the keyboard warriors typing, I know Set 1 is not completely gone. We're just not getting any more new cards from it. Set 1 will not be completely gone until Set 3 drops. So yes, I know, you have some time. But with no new cards coming out, I thought now would be as good a time as any to celebrate the best of the best and the worst of the worst of Set 1. My plan, as you guessed, because I purchased all these props, is to do this at the end of every set and really celebrate the culmination of a segment of the history of the legacy of MLB The Show 23. Welcome back to Whiteboard Wednesday. Of course, I feel like that goes without saying. This is the series of MLB The Show content that features zero gameplay, sometimes zero logic, but we like to have a couple laughs along the way. Where else will you get content of MLB The Show with a fellow wearing a clip-on bow tie? Without further ado, let's introduce the first category. Our first category this evening is Best New Card Art. It's for the card art that made us say, shout out to SDS. And the nominees are... I forgot to mention that we'll have nominees and a winner, so that might have been obvious, but just in case, there you go. World Baseball Classic. I'm on this side now. Charisma Series. I don't know if I liked being on that side. All-Star Flashback. And the Home Run Derby Flashback. And the winner is, drumroll please, to open my fancy envelope that is just a folded piece of paper, the Charisma Series! Yes, congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Charisma. You finally won something. I'm a big fan of the Charisma Series card art. I think there's beauty in simplicity, right? And I know that's kind of kitschy to say, but I think you might agree, you're just not willing to admit it. The Charisma Series card art just capitalizes on the fact that baseball can be fun, and we're trying to market baseball as a fun game, right? That's the whole reason Jazz Chisholm is on the cover. Plus, he's got a ton of potential. That's neither here nor there. Different conversation. Don't yell at me if you disagree. But what I'm getting at here is where else are you going to see card art of Taylor Ward wearing a big old cowboy hat, or, you know, if we could bring back Bryce Harper blowing the huge bubble. Like, those are the types of cards for the Charisma Series that work so well. Guys with big smiles, guys with just cool props. I'm a huge fan. I also just love that little, like, blurry fade action that goes on the bottom of the card. I don't know. There's beauty in simplicity. I love baseball cards, and I feel if the Charisma Series was a real-life baseball card, I'd value the way it looks in my hands, you know? So, shout out to the Charisma Series. Shout out to SDS. There are already some really super cool card arts in Set 2. So when we come back to this in a few months, I have no idea who's going to win that one. You guys know me at this point. Not everything here was going to be super serious. So next up we have the Most Bailed Hitter Award. And the nominees are... The World Baseball Classic dominates this category, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see here, our contenders for Most Bailed Hitter are 99 World Baseball Classic Ketel Marte, followed closely by World Baseball Classic Trey Turner. We also have everyone's favorite bailed hitter, Francisco Lindor, and a newcomer to MLB The Show's lore, Kensuke Kondo. The man can play just about every position. And the winner is... Kensuke Kondo! Voted on by nobody but me. Pitching to Kensuke Kondo was damn near impossible. This man and his 5'4" frame, or however tall he actually was, literally hit the piss out of every pitch thrown at him, and because his strike zone was so itty-bitty, teeny-tiny, it was very easy to take pitches. Getting Kensuke Kondo out was impossible. The other thing, of course, going for Kensuke Kondo, is that he had a great swing, and he plays anywhere. He was the perfect Swiss Army knife. Basically, for any team, any type of player. You need a catcher who hits left-handed? Boom, you got Kensuke Kondo. You want to stick him in right field because he got a pretty good arm and some speed? Boom, you got Kensuke Kondo. You need a leadoff hitter because you're not very good at the game, and if you close your eyes and swing, you might get a couple hits? Boom, Kensuke Kondo. Next up on our trek through set 1, we have the Least Relevant Pitcher Award. It's for the pitcher who, after hearing his name called, you go, wait, we have a card of him? The nominees for this category are a collection of idiots who you probably forgot we have, but that's okay, that's why we're here. We have Triple Crown Award Series Walter Johnson. Yes, we have him. Yes, he was some sort of reward in some sort of season of BR or ranked. I can't even remember, that's how irrelevant he is. Next up, Don Sutton. Yeah, he exists, as does Michael Pineda. Shocker, they're from the same pack. And then we also have Catfish Hunter, who might not be so unknown, he's more so just dog shit. We don't need to build up much suspense for this category because we're trying to forget about these cards, but it's Award Triple Crown Walter Johnson that takes the cake here as the least relevant pitcher in set 1 of MLB The Show 23. Walter Johnson and his super whirly-gig 1936, that might even be too late honestly, wind-up just were irrelevant. I didn't face him a single time. I played almost 50 ranked games in the first season. Did not see the fella one time on the hill. Nor did I see him in events, if he was even applicable for any events. And he's certainly not going to see him in BR. So basically, long story short, he was actually useless. Walter Johnson has had his place in games in the past. I can't recall the last time, but it was kind of recently. Maybe there's a resurgence of Walter Johnson in set 3, perchance set 4. Maybe even set 6 if it exists. But for right now, for set 1, don't even talk about him. Because no one else has. You guessed it, right... What the fuck was this? You guessed it, right after least relevant pitcher. This is my 4th take on this. We're going to least relevant hitter. I finally said it correctly. And the nominees are... Home Run Derby Ivan Rodriguez. Pretty irrelevant. As was Signature Series Greg Vaughn, a new legend who no one gives a crap about. Awards Brooks Robinson. Shout out to Brooks Robinson. I live in Baltimore. He's an all-time great. Pretty crappy in this game. And then lastly, Cycle Jeff Bagwell, because you tell me the last time Jeff Bagwell was a usable card. But the winner of this category, if you want to celebrate it, is a simple one. It's Signature Series Greg Vaughn, a brand new legend. SDS was like, oh, look, we have Greg Vaughn. Everyone was like, who's Greg Vaughn? And now they're like, look, it's Greg Vaughn. And we're still like, who is Greg Vaughn? Partially a joke. I'm a 90s kid. I know who Greg Vaughn is. Crushed baseballs. But, like, he doesn't sell copies. He doesn't move tickets. Neither does Jerry Hairston Jr. He'll probably be a candidate for next season's or next set's award for this. But either way, Greg Vaughn didn't move the needle. I've never faced him. Honestly, if I've seen him 5 times in BR, I'd be shocked. Like, that's the place you'd see that card. You don't even see him there. Largely irrelevant. Not saying he's a waste of SDS's money, because there's still plenty of time to give him cracked out cards that you can't ignore. But that Signature Series card, let's just move on. Oh, I fucking dropped the eraser. Next up is the Unsung Goon Award. It is for the hitting card we all overlooked too quickly, or simply didn't give a chance because historically in the past, the cards have been really bad. And the nominees are... Don't know why I did that. But here we go for a 3rd time. Before we go through these nominees, I'd just like to point out to my producer, you jackass over there in the corner, there was an error in the show notes. Turns out there's also a pitcher on the nominees list. I apologize to the family of Paul Blackburn. But the nominees, you could say, have a little bit of charisma. 97 overall, Giancarlo Stanton. 97 overall, Christian Yelich. 97 overall, Paul Blackburn. And hey, you guessed it, 97 overall World Baseball Classic. This time, Anthony Santander. And my totally unbiased winner, because I'm a Yankee fan and because his card is absolutely disgusting and I just took him out of my lineup, 97 charisma, Giancarlo, formerly Mike, Stanton. Without DHs in the game, this card would never get no play. Now that DH is in the game, he's electric. Give me 99 Giancarlo Stanton tomorrow. I'll make him my wild card. I will look past Babe Ruth. I will look past Chipper Jones. I will look past Ken Griffey, Trey Turner, Mike Trout, and all the other guys that could go there. I would put 99 Giancarlo Stanton as my wild card every single day of the week. Does he struggle to turn on inside pitches? Yeah, I'll concede, sometimes. However, he generates so much power with his giant horse cock swing that It is impossible to not rake with this card. Show me someone who sucks with 97 Giancarlo Stanton. I'll show you a liar. Next up, we're almost done. I know there's a long award show. Don't they all seem to go too long? Next up is the Thanos Award. This is not for players that disappeared in big moments. No. Instead, this is for players who felt inevitable. And what do I mean by that? I'll answer that question. I know you're asking it. Players who are inevitable are when you queue up into a game, you see the lineup flash up on that loading screen, and you go, oh no, I'm going to let up 4 nukes to this guy. Those are the inevitable players that I'm talking about here. These are the players you can't avoid, no matter how hard you try. And the winner is World Baseball Classic Robinson Cano. Now simmer down, all of you. Yeah, I hear the booze. Simmer down. Speaking of booze, the winner probably should have been Babe Ruth. That's a different type of booze. That's alcohol for those who are too young to drink. However, I think Robinson Cano, in my opinion, was the hardest card to get out in set 1. I swear. If SDS had the ability to show your batting average against for particular players, if we could really get to the nitty-gritty of advanced stats, Robinson Cano is hitting .848 against me. It's no less than that. It's insane. Throw him inside, yanked for a homer. Throw him outside, still yanked for a homer. Throw him up, throw him in, throw him inside out, backwards, upside down, from underneath your leg. Robinson Cano was hitting just everything I pitched to him in set 1. I cannot wait to stop seeing him anymore. He's so good for some people that even with set 2 here, he's still not gone. Get him out of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, you've waited this long. It is time for the 2 biggest awards of the evening. The Best Hitter Award, followed by the Best Pitcher. These are the heavy hitters of MLB The Show. This is like if Matt Damon, Al Pacino, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, Tom Cruise, other big... Why am I getting close to the camera? The nominees are Retro Finest Chipper Jones, Milestone Babe Ruth, Charisma Series Ken Griffey Jr., and none other than the man himself, World Baseball Classic Mike Trout. And the winner is... perhaps shocking nobody, it's Retro Finest Chipper Jones. This man is going to be everybody's wild card when set 3 comes out. He's incredible. He's a switch hitter. He's got an elite swing. He plays a premium position at third base. He's pretty handsome, too. Is that relevant? I don't know. His name's Larry. There's so many things going for this guy. Chipper Jones is your 2023 set 1 winner for Best Hitter. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is the final award of the evening. Let's now go through the nominees for Best Pitcher. The nominees are a real who's who of flame-throwing arms. Again, I'm running out of steam here, guys. Hosting shows is hard. If you've never done it before, here's me telling you, it's tough. But the nominees are Charisma Bob Gibson, World Baseball Classic Roki Sasaki, Charisma Series Madison Bumgarner, and then Cy Young Pedro Martinez. And the winner is... Team Japan ace Roki Sasaki takes the crown, in my opinion, for the best pitcher in set 1. Why is that? We've never faced him before. We have faced Bob Gibson, we've faced Madison Bumgarner, and we've faced Pedro Martinez. Roki Sasaki presented us a new challenge. Double outlier. Pitches that move like crazy. A brand new delivery. Roki Sasaki was tough to face, fun to use, and ultimately pretty much carved up anybody he faced. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for the very first Golden Ramones. Congratulations to our winners. I will be mailing you this very scary trophy that I created if you want it. You probably don't. But thank you so much for tuning in to this very exciting Whiteboard Wednesday concept. I just did a full 360, by the way, when I could have just turned back this way to look at the camera. But, you know, it's live show business. What can I tell you? Thank you guys for tuning in to another week of Whiteboard Wednesday. If you have comments on the winners or the nominees, did I miss somebody? Let me know down below. If you think there are opportunities for new, more fun categories in future Golden Ramones, please let me know. You guys know I'm open to feedback and criticism. As I say frequently, you're all much smarter than I am. Please drive home safely.